So Jared, I was in Austin last week.
Mm-hmm.
Since our last pod.
How was it? Was it first time?
Yeah, first time in Austin. Yeah. I had some good Terry Black's barbecue. So
of course.
Some great brisket. It was amazing. Yeah. Got to meet Austin Butler, Darren Aronofsky, and Matthew McConaughey.
Really?
Yes.
Just now tell me about this?
Yeah. Well, I figured I'd save it for the pod.
Hey, that's good. Good content. Yeah. Wow.
So
how'd that happen?
Turned out I was like last minute got one of the other on top of what we were already there for commercial stuff. Yeah. There was the world premiere of the new Darren Aronofsky film, Caught Stealing, that stars Austin Butler.
Yeah, Matt Smith.
Yeah,
I think he's
Matt Smith is also in it. Yep. He was not there though. It was just just those two. Just that they were showing an early premiere of it because it doesn't come out for another week or so.
Didn't get to meet the Targaryen.
I did not. But
Daemon Targaryen.
Yeah. But so they did a premiere of the film, and with that they did a little Q&A beforehand.
So you got to see the film?
I did. I had the chance to see the film. I did not get to see it because I still have work to do.
Okay.
So because I had to be things I needed to film, like for the reason we were there, and so.
But you got to meet them.
Yes, got to meet them because we filmed the Q&A
awesome.
And the red carpet thing with them, and yeah, and that's why. And then Matthew McConaughey was just there to kind of lead the Q&A, so he was.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't
he's not
see
in
him
the film.
Yeah,
he's not in the.
But he lives in Texas.
He lives in Austin. Yeah.
Oh, he lives in Austin. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I knew he lived in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's from Texas originally, and he lives in Austin.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah. So yeah.
That's awesome. Did you get pictures like you did at CinemaCon?
Yeah.
Of like Anadarmus and
yep,
all them.
Yeah, I've got a couple pictures of each of those guys. Yeah.
Well, sneak peek for what I've been watching. I have a movie that Austin Butler's in. So that's a good segue.
All right.
For that. Well, not really segue. We're not segueing into it yet. Sneak preview.
All right. Hey, welcome back to Screen Time TV, a podcast where we discuss the latest streaming shows. Also the original home for Based or Waste.
That's right.
And, well, Jared, in the animal kingdom, there's always someone bigger or smaller who would eat you alive if they had the chance. That's what is to be an animal. You're born, you live, you die.
True.
So those of you new around here, my name is Josh, and this is my co-host, Jared.
Josh, just so you know, I'm the least of your problems.
That's good to know. All right, so that alludes to the show we're going to go a little deeper into is Alien Earth.
Also, just immediately what happens right after that is amazing.
Yes. But before we do that, we'll do Based or Waste. And before that, our opening segment, we just going over a little bit of what we've been watching. So
yeah,
I watched a few things, not as much as usual.
Okay. You probably still have more than me.
So I can start off then if you.
Yeah. I only have two things.
Okay. Well, there's one I know you watched, I think, because you brought it up before. I watched the movie Eden.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm surprised you watched this because I was saying it's not good, but maybe you liked it. I don't know.
Maybe I liked it a little bit better than you, but
okay.
This is based on a factual account of a group of outsiders who settle on a remote island, only to discover their greatest threat isn't the brutal climate or deadly wildlife, but each other.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think
the cast is the reason why I watched it.
Yeah, and that's why I watched it too. The cast is phenomenal, and there's some great performances in there.
Oh yeah.
And then,
would you give Ron Howard any notes though for this film?
Always,
because that's why.
Always a note.
That's why that's what I said about this film. Because he did direct it.
Yes, he did. Yeah. I mean, so you gotta. In something like this, there's the balance of like, if it's based on true events,
yeah,
Like, I mean, I think some of it. I think what's challenging this film is like the story is kind of meh, right? Like it's like it's there, but it's a little slow. It's like so it's like, but you can't change it if you're too far, then you're not being true to the.
I did
events.
find it boring though at times.
Yeah, and so like that doesn't mean you couldn't maybe have a different approach to what you kept in the story and what you take out. But
this is were they on Galapagos? Is that where they are?
I think so.
Something
Yeah,
like
yeah. But there's again, I wouldn't say it was terrible, but it was a little slow and boring at points.
It's the trifecta of Ana de Armas, Sydney Sweeney, and Vanessa Kirby.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
The
Jude
star
Law
power.
and
I know I'm talking about the actresses, but Jude Law also and Daniel Bruhl, who are also great.
Yeah, I think
this is on VOD right now. I don't know if if it's streamed anywhere else.
No, it's not. Yes. Well, it was on the plane, so I watched it.
Oh, you got your special,
Yeah, you get like, and a lot of times it's VOD kind of stuff, content that they have like also on there because it's like stuff you can't. I mean, they have older stuff too, but like some of the new things, it's like a lot of times it's like, oh, we have it here, and you
That's
can't.
interesting
stream
that they would do that on a plane, like one of the first times you can watch it at the theaters, and they put it on a plane. You know, like
but that's kind of I get the allure. I think to be like, hey, we have
that makes sense.
Like it's this, but yeah. So
what was the other selections on the plane?
I mean, they had like Thunderbolts. They had like, like some of the recent blockbuster stuff, but I've seen most of those in the theater. They had the Jurassic World, whatever. Is that what it's called? What was it called? Rebirth? Whatever.
Rebirth, yeah.
Yeah, Jurassic Rebirth.
Jurassic World Rebirth, yeah.
Yeah. What else did they have? I don't know. I feel like there's some kid movies in there.
I'm waiting for F1 to be on VOD because I really want to watch that.
Well, they re-released it in IMAX, so that's kind of probably stalling it. Yeah, it was not there. That was not there.
Dang. Okay.
I feel like there was like no Disney stuff. Like, well, Thunderbolts, that's been out for a little while. But like they didn't have LEO, whatever, which I hadn't seen, which has got to be coming out sometime.
I think that just came out on VOD. Because at the time of recording this, Mission Impossible just came on VOD, and so did
I think they
Superman.
They had that on there. They did not have Superman.
Superman just became available in VOD.
Yeah, I think they had Mission Impossible as well, which again I saw already. Yeah. So anyway,
which I don't know if I watch that again, but I do want to watch Superman again for sure.
All right, so that's something I've been watching, and I would say, I mean, I think for some of the performance, it might be, if you're a fan of any of those actors, it might be worthwhile. I mean, like Jude Law, he doesn't even have teeth.
Yeah.
Which is, again, like the performances and the stuff, the physicality of some of these actors having to do is interesting and good. Just like the overall story is like a little slow and boring. So,
yeah. Isn't he like a crazy writer or something in that? Or I'm trying to remember. No spoilers, I guess, but that's what I remember about him.
Yep. All right. So what's something you got over there?
Yeah. So I wonder if this was on the plane, because this also just recently became available in VOD. Eddington. This is the new Ari Aster film that I've been looking forward to.
I don't think it was there.
No? Okay. So this is Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, Austin Butler, and one more. I'll give you one guess. Who's in this film?
I know who it is. The guy that's single-handedly holding up on his back the whole film industry.
Dude.
You see those memes, right?
No, I haven't, but I believe it. Like, no, it's mainly Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal are the two main leads. Because Austin Butler's not in this much.
Which Pedro Pascal's who we're talking about.
Y'all could have guessed that. Austin Butler and Emma Stone are not in it that much. But so what's interesting about this movie is this is kind of similar to the movie we just covered, Men by Alex Garland. I was blanking a second. his name, but where like you're known for a certain thing as a director, and then you do something very different. So Ari Aster he hasn't done many films either, and he mainly does like very good horror films, in my opinion.
Okay.
And this is not that at all.
Okay.
And I'm wondering why he chose to do this movie, because I really liked it and it's very interesting, but it's about the town of Eddington, New Mexico, specifically in May 2020. So like COVID and all this stuff is very big to the plot. So I think it's going to be a very divisive movie for people. But essentially, so Joaquin Phoenix is the sheriff, and Pedro Pascal is running for mayor, and they're kind of the main two that are kind of pitted against each other in a conflict in May 2020. So like, there's a lot of, everything that happened in the real world around that time. It plays heavily into the plot. So like, I think for that reason, I don't think everyone's going to want to watch it.
Yeah, but some people I think are. Well, I mean, I still see people wearing masks. So
do you really?
Oh yeah, the airport traveling.
Yeah, that's So like, I mean, and that's a whole thing in this movie. But it's just, I find it fascinating that like he wanted to tell this story, because I believe it's written by Ari Aster also, and but it's really good. I like all of his films. And kind of gets more interesting as the film goes, because actually at the beginning I wasn't really feeling it too much, but like it keeps getting better as it goes, which I think specifically with him, he's really good with third acts, and this third act in this movie is great. So like he's good with third acts in general. I've
ever seen, because you say he does horror a lot.
Yeah, I don't think you would have seen, but he's mainly known for Midsummer and Hereditary are the two big ones.
Okay, I've not seen either one of those.
So, but I don't know, unless you don't want to relive May 2020, this is not a horror film in any way whatsoever. Like, maybe you should check this one out. But I think it's really interesting and just like escalates as it goes.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Check it out if you want to.
All right.
It's on VOD now.
All right. Well, another film I watched. I can't remember if you said you watched this or not.
Okay.
Drop.
No, I wanted to see this, but I have not.
So the film is about a widowed mother's first date in years takes a terrifying turn when she's bombarded with anonymous threatening messages on her phone during their upscale dinner, leaving her questioning if her charming date is behind the harassment. This is streaming on Peacock.
Okay.
This was fun. I mean, it was definitely, and it gets a little cheesy, with the, like, I always, just like the usual, like, okay, don't go in there, it's going to happen kind of thing. But all in all, I think it was done really well, especially like the concept with like basically it's not airdrop because they can't use airdrop because of the copyright, but so they made
but it's essentially airdrop.
But it's essentially airdrop, and someone's doing that, which means they have to be there in the restaurant. Yet, like, she's trying to figure out who it is, and so the suspense is really good in that. And
that's a cool concept, yeah.
Then, she's trying to hide what she's doing.
Yeah.
Then eventually, because I think it's in the trailers, but eventually, like, the person saying is like wants her to try to kill the guy she's on the date with, and of course, there's some other layers to this. The story I don't want to spoil, but so I thought it was pretty good. And of course, nice. I like, what's her name? I'm drawing a blank on her name. The actress, though.
The main actress and the main actor both looked familiar to me, but I don't remember their name.
The main actress, like, she was in season 2 of White Lotus, but before that, she was in a show called The Bold Type, which is what I watched that she originally knew her from. Megan Fahey, that's her name. But I like her.
Oh, she was in Sirens also.
She was.
Yeah,
that's right. She was in
Sirens.
I didn't
really watch. You watched Sirens.
Yeah, that's right. She was. She's the other sister. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is again,
so she's the main.
Yeah, she's the main.
Okay.
And I there's something about it, like, I like her as an actress. I think she does good.
Yeah, she's good.
So that was.
Anyone else notable in the?
Not
movie?
that I remember.
Okay.
Like I said, that guy, like, he's probably, they just haven't seen him in stuff. He's probably in stuff, but
cool. Okay.
It also helps because you wouldn't want the like the actual bad guy to be someone notable, because like she keeps scanning the, so like
it'd be too
for
noticeable.
The audience, if you were like, oh, there's I don't know, Pedro Pascal.
It would be him.
He must be that guy.
No, you know what? But they could deploy him the right way in that, where he's in it, but it's just like a nobody
Decoy.
character. Like, I think that would be great to do that.
He's just like one of the other people having dinner there.
Yeah, and he's just there for like one scene, and then that's it. That's how they should. That's how they should use him at this point.
Yeah. So that was pretty good.
Nice.
So that's Drop. It's a movie on Peacock.
Okay.
What's something else you got?
So my only other thing I will talk about very briefly, because it's a movie I've seen many times.
Okay.
But I rewatched Prometheus in preparation for the show that we are going to be covering. So right now this is streaming on Hulu. And I think this is a very underrated prequel to the Alien franchise. Have you watched this at all recently?
No.
Okay.
I've only seen it the one time.
Okay. Well, it came out in 2012, and what's crazy is specifically the CG is incredibly good in this movie, especially for 2012. And it kind of bums me out because it kind of further proves where we kind of talk about sometimes, where, like, why does some CG look not great right now when it arguably I feel like should probably be easier to do now than in 2012 even.
That's sometimes they rush it, or sometimes they don't give it the full budget, like, because it's like becomes too easy, and it's like, well, we can get it 90%.
Fast track it.
We can get 90% there.
But anyway, like the visuals in this movie are amazing, and it's an awesome just kind of foundation, like not Foundation, the TV show, but a foundation for like explaining the origins of life in general is kind of part of it. But anyway, so I'm also going to watch Covenant, because that's the only other prequel movie before the timeline of when this show takes place. But yeah,
so
still really
both
great.
Those movies take place before the show?
Because the show is a little bit before the very first film, Alien.
Okay.
Timeline wise, that's where it takes place.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, but yeah, so this movie still holds up really well, especially the visuals.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, the last thing I got, I don't remember if you watched this or not. The Rehearsal season 2.
No, I did
This
not
is on
watch
HBO Max. I've watched the first 2 episodes. This is where Nathan Fielder gives people a chance to rehearse for their own lives in a world where nothing ever works out as expected.
Yeah, the concept for this show is crazy.
Yeah. Well, the season 2, I think season 1, it was like there was multiple story lines, right? Which I actually never watched season 1. Just a
I
caveat.
watched some of it.
But season 2 is all focused on like a single thing.
Oh, okay.
And it's about the study about like why communication breaks down and with the co-pilot and the pilot, and because he starts out showing all these like where things go wrong and planes crash, and I mean sometimes there's like some obvious ones and that are due to the co-pilot mentioning something and being like, that doesn't look right, blah blah blah, but then the captain not responding and basically being like, so the co-pilot doesn't step in and make the call, and so he's trying to figure out why and how they could fix that, improve that, which is like a interesting. So I don't know where,
very specific. Yeah.
And so far it's interesting. When it's hard to say if it's, I haven't watched enough to feel like I can be like, yes, watch it, or no.
Well, he does crazy things with the show, and I heard just some of the stuff that happens in season 2 is he goes even crazier than season 1, but I have not watched any of it.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I watched it.
Yeah,
is because
you heard a lot about it.
Well, someone recommended it, was like, you got to watch this.
Okay.
And I was like, okay.
I don't know if you said this is on HBO, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So HBO Max,
Yeah.
The Rehearsal.
What is the update on HBO? Is it actually HBO Max again?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
It's officially HBO Max again.
Okay. But they changed the icon. Or did they revert
They
it
changed
back?
it back to HBO Max. Okay. And they went back to like a black, and it's not blue anymore.
Right. It's not the, okay.
Because when they were HBO Max last time,
It was like
blue.
the purplish blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they dropped the HBO and went to Max.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's HBO Max.
Now it's back to HBO Max, but with black.
Okay. I'm still calling it HBO. Yeah, because with the black and like the HBO, like in the front of a show,
Mm-hmm.
it's just how it originally was.
Yeah.
So just leave it that. I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, you know, they've got a lot of their content. It's not just HBO.
But why do you need to call that content Max? Like just call it all HBO. But I understand HBO has a very prestige.
They have other stuff like all the Warner Brothers stuff and there's other things.
That's true. Because like The Pit is a Max.
Max original.
Right. But
you also, so not to get into, but like,
because then like Hacks is one too, right?
yeah, Hacks is
Like
a
stuff,
Max original. Not
Yeah.
But by doing that, those shows don't have to go on HBO cable.
Right.
And so
Like that's just for the streaming,
yeah. So
not the cable channel.
I don't know if it's, and again, I'm not sure. I'm just speculating, but maybe there's some legal stuff where if they label something HBO, then it has to be also shown on the cable channel. And one, they might not have enough room for the programming to do all the shows on there, but then also they want to have stuff that's probably exclusive to the streaming service so they get more people just move over to that. So,
Yeah, it's
I don't know,
strange.
but that's
I mean, no,
speculation.
that makes sense though. Yeah.
It's a speculation. It's because, I mean, let's be honest. It always comes down to the money, why anything happens.
Of course. Not just with streaming, with anything in life.
So it's all,
or any type of capitalism. Yes.
Welcome to America.
Yeah. Welcome to America.
It's time for Based or Waste.
Welcome to Based or Waste.
Yes. There you go. Welcome to Base or Waste. Do you want to do the intro, Josh?
Do I know the intro? This is the show, game show where we take the latest Rotten Tomatoes trending for audience score, not critics, because who cares about the critics?
That's right.
We want to know what the real people think.
Mm-hmm.
And we take the top trending, and one week we do shows, next week we do movies. I don't know what we're on this week, I forget. But and
Films.
then Jared has me guessed is the movie Based or Waste, and we see how I do. And you can play at home as well, you listeners and viewers.
That's right.
Did I do all right?
Yeah, it was good. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
It's weird. It's like you're like going to be hosting and asking me the questions, but I have all the answers right here.
So Jared is let's see, what was a recent film? His was Superman Based or Waste?
Yeah. Eden.
Based or
Drop.
Waste? Drop wouldn't be on there. Probably.
No.
Eden
not right
might be
now.
though.
Yeah, Eden probably is. Yeah. I think we did that on Based or Waste. I don't remember.
Yeah. Anyway. Let's get going.
Yeah. Yeah. Good list. You've been staying around an 8 or a 9
Yeah, I think
past few weeks. Yeah. Been doing good. So
got a good
not film or movie. You don't have a, you're just
getting in a winning streak, and then they'll
Yeah.
probably drop into a rut, and
we'll see.
We'll see.
how it goes. Yeah. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. First one is Freaky Friday.
No,
The first one, not the new one.
yeah. The original.
But we are going to do Freakier Friday, which is the new one right after this.
The original, I would say, has got to be based.
You would think, but it is a waste. But it's a 58, which sometimes,
Is it based?
yeah. But it was the trash can waste. So that's where it's sitting currently. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it'd be higher than
That's
that.
weird. Yeah, 'cause
But-
that's a classic for the audience. I mean, like, I'm sure the critics don't love it.
No, yeah, but Yeah, it's pretty beloved as a movie. Yeah. So, okay. What about Freakier Friday, the new one?
I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about this film. Like,
Me either.
if it's doing well or not, or people liking it or not. Let's say based.
Yeah. It is at a 93, which is insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Again, these move around a lot, but
yeah, but
I
still.
don't understand. This is a 93 and the original is at a 58 right now.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
No.
Because there's no way this one is like that good and the original is like that much worse. I just don't believe that.
Yeah. They got Chad Michael Murray in this one, so.
Oh, really? Okay. Haven't seen that guy in a while.
I mean, I guess, it's possible. You get a better director and a better writer. And
Yeah, but these kind of franchises and beloved movies, when they try to bring it back, it's very hard to.
again, if the original's that low and it's just like, and then you had like, hey, it was a good concept, we just didn't execute as well on it, and then you can execute them better. I mean, still feel like a 90 something is high for
No,
something like
it's insane.
But anyway, what's next?
Next is Nobody 2.
Oh,
Yeah, which I need to watch the first one.
yeah, I
never
never got around to watching the first one.
But it looks cool.
John
Love
Wick
Bob
guy.
Odenkirk. Yeah, is it just Bob Odenkirk, John Wick?
Basically.
Okay, or he's just like a normal guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say based.
yeah. This is also very high right now, 92.
Weird.
So when I did this, I think it's like the day the movies come out. So normally they are audience score is probably the highest it'll ever be, and then it'll start, as more people rate it. That's usually how it goes on Rotten Tomatoes. All right. Next is Highest to Lowest, which is a movie I really want to see. It's Denzel's newest movie. Collaborating once again with Spike Lee.
Yeah. Apple TV Plus movie.
Oh yeah, it's also an Apple movie. Yeah, looks sick. So
I
I didn't know it was already out actually.
Maybe in some like
Select theaters.
or select theaters or like at a film festival or something.
Yeah, you're probably right.
No,
No, but the audience.
you still have audience score from film festival.
Yeah, I guess you could have enough people.
I'll say based.
Yes, it is a 90. Yeah, that movie looks sick. Okay. Next is a classic.
Okay.
For me, maybe not as much for you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original live action film, I believe was just re-released. That's why it's trending.
Yeah.
Right? Is that why?
It's coming out. Yeah, it's got an anniversary or something, so
Okay,
they're
yeah.
releasing in theaters.
Oh, yeah, because I think it came out in 1990. But I remember us talking about this recently. So was it already
1990?
re-released? And then I remember us talking about this on Based Ways, so we might have already done this a while back, but
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I believe it was 1990.
Okay. I mean, I would say based.
Yes. 81 though. See, like that.
But it's also been out for a long time.
True, so there's a ton of ratings, but like,
Obviously, yeah. No, did we talk about, because like I went and saw it in the theater and made the local news when I did.
yeah, you talked about that on the pod, but I don't know why it was trending again.
I was like
then.
12 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I believe it was 1990.
Yeah.
That sounds right. But yeah. I would have had to watch it on VHS way later than that because I was only 3. And yeah. But you're right. That's prime time for you. Around like 12 or 13 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. Cowabunga, dude.
That's right. All right. And then this is the other re-release. Oh yeah. You know what? Both of these, honorary third chair Blake just posted about both of these. So he just saw both of these. Shin Godzilla. Yeah, because I think Blake said he saw a double feature with these two, which is a very weird double feature.
Yeah,
but
it is. I'm going to say this also got to be based.
Oh yeah. 77. I mean, they're
former
both,
classics.
and they're both reptiles in a
It's
way,
true,
I
it's true.
guess.
That's true.
That's the correlation I could think
That's
of.
how you can connect them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enlarged reptiles.
Yes. All right. We have 4 more.
Yes, 4 more.
Okay. The next one is, I don't know much about this. Maybe you do, but it's Scarlett Johansson's newest movie. So that's why I put it on here. My Mother's Wedding. Looks like a rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with
I feel like I
this?
saw the trailer for it.
Okay. I think she filmed this a while ago though, because like I think she filmed this before Jurassic World,
Probably.
but it's just now releasing for some reason. We get some other people in this that I recognize, but I don't remember.
let's say based.
No,
No.
it's a 48 waste.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
arguably, I think maybe Jurassic World Rebirth should be should have that kind of rating, but that is also.
Did you see it?
No, I'm gonna say it is on VOD now. Like you mentioned, I will watch it, but it looks really bad to me. But I know you liked it somewhat.
I said I like the set pieces in
Yeah.
action. That stuff was really good. There was definitely some great suspense.
Yeah. Well, the director does a good job.
Yeah. But then,
With
yeah, the story stuff in between. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. These last 3 are all bangers, I think, but I haven't seen them yet. The Naked Gun, the new one.
Based.
Yes.
Nice.
74, which by the way, that reminds me from last week, Police Squad. You told me, you're like, let me know where it's streaming, because either one of us has seen that, and that's the original show before the Naked Gun movies. I didn't check yet, but it was trending, so I'm assuming we can watch it somewhere. But that reminds me, I need to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do want to see this movie. Okay. Did I say that was a 74? Yeah. Okay.
You did.
All right. Okay. Next film is Together. Speaking of body horror.
Alison Brie and James Franco.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to say based
Or no,
on this.
is it James or Dave Franco?
Dave Franco.
Is it? Yeah, it's one of the Francos.
It's Dave Franco. Yeah. My bad.
Because they're together in real life, right?
Are they?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't follow that stuff very
I
well.
don't either normally, but
I'm going to say based.
yes, 76. I heard that this is like a very body horror Cronenberg type film, but it's David Cronenberg didn't direct it. But
Yeah. All right, last one.
last one is the movie that I need to see, Weapons.
Oh. This has got to be based.
Yeah, 86. It did have like a perfect when it first. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see
Like it was like an 100 for both critics and audience.
Wow.
No, that never stays. But like when
Yeah.
it first
Unless you're Paddington.
was up, yeah, unless you're Paddington. Yeah, yeah, it's at 86.
Awesome.
Yeah, I need to see this movie. Yeah, are you gonna go see
I
it?
mean, but isn't it like these? Isn't just this and Barbarian the only things this guy's directed?
Yeah. Yep. But from what I heard, this is even better in Barbarian, which I don't like that it's being hyped up that much because I love Barbarian and I don't know. But anyway, the concept of this looks cool. Very interesting though. Zach Kreger was watching an interview with him. I don't know what he said his main influence for this film when he was making it. Don't remember the one thing he said, but the other main influence, Prisoners, which makes sense, and Magnolia, which I was like, that's very interesting because we just
Definitely has a lot of Prisoners vibe.
for sure. But Magnolia, he said, Alden Ehrenreich is a cop in this film, and he has a mustache, and he said he modeled him right after John C. Reilly from Magnolia, which I thought was interesting because we just covered that the first time. But anyway,
That's cool. Okay.
Okay, you got a 8? No, 9.
No, 8. That's 8.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
5 plus 3, 8.
Yeah. I don't know why I was counting this as a 6, but yeah.
So, do I do the outro too?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So, good job, Josh. That's what
right.
you have to say.
Good job, Josh.
Good, good 8. Let us know what you did at home.
Good job, Jared.
Good job, Jared. Let us know what you did at home. You could email us or whatever. But
leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment. But feedback at screentimepod.com. And next week we'll do TV.
That's right. So
tune in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that what you do for I can't remember what you do.
That was close. That was close. To the official sign off that I do.
What did you tune in until next time?
That has been Base or Waste. Tune in next week. That's my official sign off. You stay classy, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yep. I am Jared Youngbar. Stay classy. Hagerstown.
Yeah. With the question mark. I'm Ron Burgundy.
All right, so let's get into Alien Earth.
Yeah.
So, episode 1 called Neverland. When a spaceship crash lands on Earth, a sister searches for her brother amidst an unexpected alien threat. But before we get into the specifics of this episode, overall thoughts on these 2 episodes?
I would like you to go first because you haven't really talked about this show much, and I didn't really even know your hype level going into this because I've talked about it a lot, and I was really excited for this show. This is
I was looking forward to it.
Very high up.
I'm sure I was not as high as you because I know this is like peak your.
Yeah, it is,
and
it's like
I was looking forward to
Pluribus, and then this. I think when we talked about our upcoming TV, like this is probably second highest.
But yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to it. I mean, I like sci-fi. You
like Noah Hawley?
I like Aliens, the films. I've not seen every single one of them. There's definitely, but I did like even Prometheus, and
you just talked about Fargo.
Yes,
not season 4,
season 5.
Yeah,
I liked,
and you've watched the other seasons.
No,
right?
No,
none of them.
None of them.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So you missed actually the best seasons.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Did you watch Legion?
No.
Okay. That was the other thing he did.
Yeah,
I don't know what else Noah Hawley has done besides.
I don't know. But I've heard good things from the stuff he's done. Of course, the only thing I have reference for is season 5 of Fargo.
Right.
But I was looking forward to this. And then the trailer. I think the trailer looked great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was looking forward to it. And I think it delivers.
Yes, it does.
This show is top notch on so many levels.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but they do a great job with the suspense and horror parts. They do a great job with the world building and the story, and then the sci-fi elements of even, in this case, introducing these, like, you call them hybrids, right?
Yep.
Which is a cool concept, and yeah, I think the visuals, the production values, amazing.
Yeah.
And all the effects look really good. I'm not, so yeah, so all around, think it's pretty good, and really enjoyed it so far.
Nice. Good. I was hoping you weren't like going to be down on it, especially since we're covering it. But yeah, I like I said, I was already really anticipating the show, and after these 2 episodes, I already love this show. I would say I have like a little bit of a negative, but they do such a good job, kind of what you were talking about with the visuals, but keeping it very, very similar feel to the films.
Mm-hmm.
there is a surprising amount of practical in this, which I appreciated. That and that tactile feel, especially with like the computer stuff, which is very important in the films.
Yeah.
Which they did really well. But obviously there's a lot of CG in this, but it looks very good.
Yes.
Especially one instance in particular, which I have a note about we can get to. And I want to specifically shout out Sydney Chandler as Wendy, because I think she does such a good job with the nuances of being a kid and like the spirit of a kid, because it's a kid's mind, but in an adult body. And, you know, you see that kid nature and playfulness with her. And this actor does a really good job with that. So my only two negatives is I don't like the cheap jump scares, which there are a few of those in this, but that's also always been done in the film, so I know that's why they wanted to do it. And then the worst thing is the outro needle drops so out of place. And I don't know why they made that decision, even though the outro for episode 2 specifically is a Tool song that I love, but it's just so out of place for this show. I don't know why they did that.
I agree, because I was like, this is kind of weird. Especially where they bring it in there, kind of over in episode 2, it was more noticeable for me. And it was like, because it kind of looked like it was under the footage a little bit longer before them bringing in the credits. Yeah. And I was like, are they really doing it? And then I was like, oh, it's the credits. But it was like long enough that I was like, wait, is this like for real happening? You know?
It's weird.
But yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, it's kind of weird choice.
Yeah. The other thing is they do an homage to, well, we'll get to the intro of this. They do a direct homage to the original Alien film, which I loved, but also the score of this, a lot of elements of the Jerry Goldsmith score from the first film, which I think is really cool because you don't hear that as much, especially in modern TV scores. Like these specific like orchestral and brass, especially like these trumpets that they do a lot. That's like really signature to the Alien movies. They do that in the show, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. So let's get into a little bit of what happens in each of these episodes. So episode 1, Neverland. So, as you said, we open with USCSS Maginot, as the crew awakens from cryo.
It's Maginot?
Maginot.
I think it's Maginot.
Maginot.
Yeah.
As the crew awakens from the cryo. And like you said, this is definitely cool because it's like a nice homage to the original Alien movies.
Even when they're like eating and conversing on the table, like all that. Yeah. Even did you notice the very slow dissolves with the scene transitions? Because that is also, they do that a lot in the original Alien film. They did that
dissolves to like black and then then to the next thing.
But it's like really slow, which is like not really done in modern stuff.
So it feels odd at this point. But the retro sci-fi aesthetic looks great. Feels very part of the world. Like seeing Risha Morjani, that was in Fargo season 5 and Never Have I Ever in this. Oh. She was the kind of Indian looking,
Oh, okay. I didn't recognize her.
But she, I thought it was cool to see her in this crew, even though she dies. Spoiler.
I would say we have only one person from this?
Morrow.
Which, by the way, that actor, incredible in this. He looks familiar. I don't know if I've seen him in anything else. But what he's doing in this show is amazing. Yeah, so obviously the ship gets taken over by the alien, but by the xenomorph. But the Morrow, though, that scene where he's just like calm. Yeah, 'cause she's the last one surviving
because she's
Right.
even been one. But she's the one, that actress. She's the one banging on the door. And
when he's interacting with Mother.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then he like just goes into the like little floor safety thing, and then
Yep.
and prepares
He's
the
got
crash landing.
The goo gets on him.
Yeah, as it closes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like,
It's very, very alien type scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
But also he's so cool, calm, and collected about it.
Yeah.
Like it's almost
Well,
like,
he's to the point of like how the show opens and gives you like a little mini kind of exposition lore dump. He would be under the cyborg category, right?
mm-hmm.
So I wrote it down because this is interesting. The year is 2120. In the future, the race for immortality will come in three guises: cyborg, cybernetic, ally, enhanced humans. I don't know if that was a typo I put in here or not, but yeah, essentially cybernetic enhanced humans, which I believe that's what he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have synths, which are artificially intelligent beings. That's like your classic ones from the movies.
Yep.
And then hybrids is the new one,
Mm-hmm.
which you were talking about, which is our Wendy, which is synthetic beings downloaded with human consciousness. And then it says which technology prevails will determine what corporation rules the universe. And then it says there are 5 main corporations now, which is another thing I found really interesting, because in pretty much all the films, we've only really get Wayland Yutani is like the one that we hear about. And we see that W logo. But there's also Dynamic, Prodigy, Lynch, and Threshold. I don't know if we'll ever see those other ones really, but Prodigy is very big, obviously, in this, which is cool. So I like how they're doing a lot more with, to your point, they do such a good job with the world building. It's a lot, even just in that opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back to thanks. That's good to cover that. But back to Morrow, who's the cyborg.
Yeah.
He has quote unquote the specimens are the mission.
Yeah.
He says earlier, which means and then before people start dying, and then people start dying, and it's obviously he's like doesn't care as long as the specimens are okay. So the thing, I kind of along those lines here is like, first of all, why is it crash landing?
That I'm not sure. I wanted to rewatch both of these episodes before the pod, but I didn't have time. But I will rewatch it again.
It doesn't seem clear. Just all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we got to crash,
and maybe they weren't. Maybe we won't know about it till later.
And because it almost is like the way he's so about it, it's almost like did they plan this?
Maybe, yeah. That's a possibility.
They crash it in their quote unquote enemy territory,
right? Prodigy City. Yep.
So yeah. So anyway, but then before we get to that, then it jumps over to Neverland and Prodigy's test facility island or whatever they call it, Neverland. And this is where we get to meet Wendy, whose name was something else before that. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Marcy. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's a little girl that was sick and gonna die, and then I guess they donated her to this organization to be a test. Because we get a lot of stuff explained here, but kids' brains are more pliable, and so then they it's why an adult can, but then they give them adult bodies because you're not going to actually change, so like you need to, because it's synthetic,
and you'll be able to obviously be able to do more in general.
Yes.
Than if you just had a little kid body. Yeah. Did you know this is Kyle Chandler's daughter?
Yes.
I didn't realize that till like recently. Anyway, I mean, I don't know, like if her dad helped her out at all with acting, but I thought she was great in this. But also, who's her mom? Like, I wonder, is she also an actress?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't
Have to
know.
look that up.
Didn't look it up.
Had you seen her in anything else?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Yes, but to your note earlier, I think she's great. Even the other kids / adults
Yeah.
are great. And we get this interesting dynamic because it adds some like humor and levity that is not because they're just like kind of kids and playful. And
Yeah, that childhood wonder. Yeah.
yeah, and she does exemplify that fantastically.
Mm-hmm.
But even some of the other ones have some moments where they have to do some stuff. And then the other thing I just noted, like, to me, like, she has like the bigger eyes, not quite as big, but the same actress
From Fallout.
From Fallout that
Yeah.
has like a similar like look.
Yeah, the big eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of.
There are similarities. Yeah, I thought about
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
But I think it plays well in this case for sure, like kind of feeling more childlike
Yeah.
as well. And yeah, that was interesting that they used a bunch of the old Disney cartoons on the screen on the ceiling.
Yeah, that was sick.
And that was cool. And then of course, some of it's Peter Pan because they're calling this place Neverland anyway. In the Lost Boys, they refer
A lot
to it
of
as,
Peter Pan references
but then
in this.
but then they also showed a bunch of clips from other Disney animated things, that old animated stuff. It wasn't just Peter Pan,
But then the Ice Age is the biggest reference.
well, then then one of her memories of
Yeah.
watching with her brother is Ice Age.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But also Ice Age is crazy. I guess it's one of those things I just didn't put together.
Mm-hmm.
But Ice Age is also now owned by Disney because it was a Fox when they acquired
Oh.
Fox, because Ice Age was not originally a Disney movie.
No.
But now it's owned under Disney because it's of the Fox, like when they purchased Fox Studios.
And that's interesting because of where this is streaming. I guess it's easier to put all that in here because
Yeah,
it's on Hulu, but it's FX, but technically
It's
Disney now.
owns, because Disney owns Alien property as well.
Oh,
the
yeah.
IP,
Do they own that?
because that was also
Oh, that's right.
yeah. So it's another one of their franchises now that they have.
Slowly taking over the world.
Yep. And so anyway, so yes, it's this. I got both those things.
I do love specifically the Ice Age connection
Yeah.
with them as brother and sister.
Yeah. But then we start to get where she's following her brother through like the computer systems, and
Yeah.
I thought this was interesting that they allow her to even do this.
Well, they're kind of just seeing what she'll do in general. That's what we know, especially the boy, whatever his name is. What is his name?
Her brother,
Boy Cavalier.
Boy Cavalier. Oh.
No, the actual tech guy.
The CEO of that of Prodigy.
The crazy guy that, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just a little bit like,
Because you see him the whole time, he's just like fascinated in what she's going
just
to
like,
do.
yeah, just like let's just see what happens.
Because there's that
just wants to
awesome
be-
scene where he's just like, how does he explain it? Where he's just like, when you have this much money, I just want to have an interesting conversation. I love that scene because he's just like, it's not even about like what I can do. He's just like, I want to have a conversation with someone as smart as me or something
yeah,
like that.
but he's like, but then I can talk to a bot, but like,
Yeah, yeah.
they're not, he was definitely like, yeah,
It was
good.
it was fascinating, yeah. But he's kind of just fascinating what she'll do, and we see this a little bit later more, but like she's doing something to the screen that like doesn't seem like you can just naturally do with
right.
the screen.
Not anybody can do.
Right.
And then because then she even interfaces with that little robot that like her brother tries to get and she is able to deny it so he doesn't get transferred and get able to go to medical school. And then, but then she even makes that reference to the Ice Age thing there initially. And he's just like, what did you say? But,
Which shout out to him also. We just saw him in Andor, that actor, her brother.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I definitely saw him in, I think, Black Mirror also, but yeah, he was in Andor.
Nice.
Yeah.
So after you kind of get this, then we see the Maginot. Is that what you say?
Maginot, yeah.
Maginot crash into the giant.
It says Prodigy City
Yeah,
is where he's
Yeah, but
where it specifically crashes into.
yeah, but it's like a giant building. This looked crazy.
Yeah, this looked incredible.
Yeah.
Like the scale of this. Yeah, I mean, this is on par with any movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the visuals of this.
So then we obviously know Xenomorph's in there, and then we've got this building of people.
By the way, I wanted to ask you,
And
were you expecting to actually see this much Xenomorphs in the show? Because I was not.
I guess I didn't really hadn't thought of it specifically.
But like, we got a surprising amount,
in these first two
which was
episodes,
awesome. Yeah.
So we find out her brother, whose name is Hermit.
Yeah.
Weird name, but is part of a recovery group. He's like the medic in like a search and recovery, and they get all assigned to this building. So he's going in there, and then we get the well, I guess let's just skip but yeah. So anyway, so then they make a couple other hybrids with other kids, and I just want to mention like the sequence where they all transition. It was like that cool one shot.
Oh yes,
That was crazy.
that was sick.
It was, and just like panning up, panning down.
Is right after she says like, you want to see a trick
Yeah.
or a magic trick.
Yeah, and then each one like switches out, and
Yeah, that was so cool.
yeah.
The way they did that.
But anyway, so then she offers to say, "Hey, we're strong. We can, we can do. Maybe we can go down and help." And of course, she has ulterior motives. She wants to find her brother, but and finally the boy CEO, the
Boy Cavalier.
boy Cavalier, he approves. He's like, "Yeah, let's go." Even though seemed like what you would consider the psychologist, and I don't know what the other guy's role is.
Me either.
But they kind of were like, "Hey, it's not a good idea," but he's like, "No, let's do it." So they get to travel down to the planet, or go, not planet. They're already on the planet, but go to the city. Yeah, and then
So with Boy Cavalier, because you already talked about, there's a lot of Peter Pan references in general
yes,
in this. The episode name, you already mentioned Neverland. Our main character's name's Wendy. Boy Cavalier also at one point is reading Peter Pan to the kids.
yes,
And he also mentions a group called the Lost Boys, which I think is an actual group in the show. I don't know if we'll see them later, but like he mentions a group and calls them Lost Boys.
Oh, I thought they were just always referring to the group of kids that are in the hybrids.
Oh, maybe. I thought he was talking about someone else, but maybe that's it.
I thought he was referring to them as the Lost
okay.
Boys.
Okay.
Because it's Neverland, and
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
but yeah, and then but we get to see a little bit more so in episode 2, but then these kids interacting in adult bodies, and just to add some humor and levity. So in episode 2, Mr. October, tensions rise between rival corporations, a reunion takes place, and a secret is revealed. So then this is where we start to get Hermit and a couple of his co-workers starting to really investigate the wreckage of the ship. And we start to see Xenomorph horror attacks and things come happen. It's kind of a lot of back and forth. I think it was funny when they find that people partying and they're like, "Oh no, we're good." Next thing you're all dead.
Well, was that right before or after that though? Because I mean, the Xenomorph destroys everyone in that at the party. Which also right before that, how sick was it that it was like hanging out in the statue, blended in? Because you see it in the background when the person's talking, and it's like kind of the same shape, kind of hiding in it. It was really cool.
Yeah,
the way they did that. But our guy, the cyborg, though, because where my quote comes from, is that afterwards? Yeah, because he finally captures.
He captures the
Xenomorph.
So this is where our boy Hermit, almost.
Yes.
He gets the bout, which obviously is funny because like all the other time the thing kills like that, and then when it's time to like get over him, it takes its time to attack him.
Yeah, it did that a few times. I
Yeah.
don't know if there's something in particular.
But then our cyborg guy, he shocks the xenomorph,
Yeah.
which obviously then creates it like paralyzes for a little momentarily, and then has this like
This liquid
webbing,
thing
like,
that was
that's like-
awesome that he
yeah,
shot out of his
like-
gun.
yeah, that like consumed it into like this like kind of netting.
Yeah.
And then he just starts pulling it around like it's like a bag,
Mhm.
which is also crazy. But then he takes it to the elevator, and then that's when he
That's when
sets his
it
gun
is, yeah.
down to bring it into the elevator.
Yeah.
And that's when the other guys find him, and they're like, you know, what are you doing? And then he's like, oh, it's just some supplies. And then it moves, and then of course they freak out, and he's like, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, just so you know, I'm the least of your
Yeah.
problems. And it holds in his face.
Mhm.
I thought it was so cool the way they did that. And then everything. in the
Yeah, because
background.
like sometimes they show it attacking, other times they don't.
Yeah.
And that's where it's just like it's just him, and it's all happening kind of in the background.
And they do that a lot in the films too. So like they keep it pretty true to like the
Yeah.
original formula. There's
So-
one other thing, I don't know if it happens yet, but I just think it's cool. Also, kind of another thing with Wendy that is, I guess, special about her is it seems like she can hear frequencies that
Oh,
humans can't.
right.
We
only
kinda get a
her
little
did,
bit of
like,
that.
The other kids didn't.
The other
seem to-
ones can't,
It didn't seem
because she
to-
picks up on
Yeah.
the xenomorphs and I guess the other species too. But she hears the xenomorph coming before
Yes.
anyone else. But even earlier in the episodes, like she keeps messing with her ear and she's like, "Do you guys hear that?" And
Yep.
there would be like different sounds.
Once they were down there in the
Right.
wreckage around the xenomorph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it happens throughout, like you said, and kind of really
Yeah.
intensifies at the end. But I want to touch on a little bit of the other group, and they go into like the lab and they find some of the other stuff. And dude, like that little eye octopus thing
I
was
know.
insane.
Yep.
But then what created me, the freaking bug crawling on those two guys' face when they were tied up.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah.
And
They do
I-
such a good job with that. And those two in particular, I don't know if we've seen anything like that in the movies. Those look like new
yeah.
species
Yeah.
that they created for the show.
But that thing, and then it's like, create that sack.
Yeah,
looking-
then it got like big, and then it's
blood
like
sac
coming
thing.
out of them. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. That's good.
Well, the other thing is just the hanging that we don't really know what it's doing yet,
Right.
right? It's like
yeah.
a hanging
In the
plant,
hall. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know what that is.
which we haven't even talked about. Our boy,
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Timothy Oliphant. That like,
so good.
yeah. But like,
He's a synth though, right? Like he's fully art. He's like kind of like our
yeah. Yeah. He's a synth.
David or whoever else from the films.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's our full synth.
He's kind of there overseeing the
Yeah.
kids. Yeah. So, and then we finally, shortly after the cyborg guy takes the xenomorph, then like, I guess Hermit's looking around. He finds a baseball. This part was a little weird, I think. I mean, I know they're trying to tie it, make it a more emotional tie, but I think felt a little forced.
Well, it's weird that he runs into this right here.
Yeah.
Like, why was this part of the building?
The rich people in that room, like,
Oh, okay.
like they were having the party.
They had it.
They had it, but like it's still, to me, it felt a little like felt a little forced. But
Well, is it his
that's when Wendy finds
first
him.
or? Because I think Herman is his last name. Don't they mention something about he's named after this
Oh, I don't know.
baseball person? I mean, again, you and I aren't sports people, so we don't know. But,
Well, I know it's Reggie Jackson's ball. So is he Reggie Hermit? I don't know.
I don't know. Let me look at IMDb. I think because I know they referenced him, why he's such a big fan of.
Well,
of
it was like
that.
something he watched with his dad, but
Oh, that's true.
but anyway, this is when Wendy finds him,
Hmm.
and then she convinced him to come with her, even though they hasn't revealed. But then while they're looking around, the other hybrid that's with her like spoils the beans because
Oh yeah, right
it's
away.
funny. I mean, he said something earlier. They did the kind of same thing, and she's
Oh, he
like,
was testing her. He's basically like,
"No, like the kid like revealed that her brother was there."
oh,
She told him like, "Don't tell anybody." But like they're acting like 8 and 10-year-olds, and they can't
Yeah,
keep a
yeah.
secret. Which
but
is
I
funny.
like the questions he
Yeah,
asked her. That's cool.
But then
Yeah.
but then he spoils it to him that that's your sister, since she has to actually tell him, and then
Yeah, no, you're right. It's just Hermit. That's what he's credited as. And
So-
our boy, the cyborg,
yeah,
not Timothy Oliphant also is Kirsch, but our other guy that captured the xenomorph is Morrow. That's the one I
Morrow,
was forgetting.
Morrow.
Yeah.
but yes, then he starts to ask her some questions of only his sister would know,
Like very specific.
and then she
yeah.
like knows the answers obviously. So then he's like, "Oh, it's you,"
Yeah.
So then they continue and they find the eggs
Yeah.
on the ship.
This is like classic in every alien movie.
Yeah,
When you see the eggs.
and they're just kind of there, and just as they're there, the xenomorph shows up and grabs Hermit and jumps
Yeah.
out of the ship. And then Wendy's like to the other guy, "You stay here," and then she's like basically gonna go after him, and that's when the stupid music kicks in.
Well, don't say the song's stupid because it's a Tool song, which is sick, but it is bad that it's,
Bad placement.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So here's, well, we forgot in there somewhere. There's like the CEO lady from the other corporation calls.
Whalen Yutani.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was cool to see that also.
but also they want access to their ship, and he's like, "No, sorry."
Yeah, he's like, it's on my
Yeah. So
land.
I
station.
feel like this is where, I don't know, like I still find interesting this guy Morrow and like his kind of,
how he fits in with everyone.
yeah. And it's like,
Yeah.
and then again, like I said, it kind of feels too convenient that they just like crash landed.
Hmm. No, you're right. Because you were speculating that it was on purpose, and yeah, because his top priority was the specimens
Yeah.
on the ship, which that was the purpose of the ship, right? Was
Supposedly.
yeah,
So I don't know. But also like, so the other thing was like, can they keep up? I mean, like you said, we saw a lot of xenomorph and a lot of, it's like, can they keep that up and make it that much suspense over the next,
Yeah.
however many episodes? How many episodes does this have?
8.
Okay.
I
so
believe.
6 more episodes. Can
Yeah.
it?
I don't know, but I mean, I just hope they keep it up. Like, great job so far in first 2.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it stays strong the whole season, and I hope it ends in a good way too. I imagine the ratings were already pretty high on this, so I imagine, and probably also because of Noah Hawley, they probably are letting him keep going and do however many seasons he wants. I'm assuming, but I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Seems like the ratings are good so far.
Well, any final thoughts?
No.
Just looking forward to next. Are they week to week now? Just one?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes next.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Are you watching Alien Earth? What are your thoughts? You should be watching Alien Earth if you're not.
Yep.
But yeah, let us
Watch
know.
Prometheus also if you want to get an origin.
But yeah, write us in feedback at screentimepod.com to let us know your thoughts, or ask about anything else, or give us feedback on anything we talk about. You can also leave a comment or DM us. And if you'd like, we appreciate all you who like and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube, or follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. And if you'd like to follow each of us on Instagram, I'm at JYoungBar.
And I'm at Jared Youngbar.
All right. We'll catch you guys next time.